My boyfriend deleted every photo of me from his Instagram because I didn't fit his aesthetic. I said, perfect. That night, I removed his access to my bank account because he didn't fit my financial aesthetic. He called me screaming when his card declined at the mall, but he went dead silent when the second notification hit his phone. I'm 32, and I thought I was in a real relationship. Turns out I was just funding a lifestyle brand that happened to have a boyfriend attached to it. My boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now, was Andrew, 28. We'd been together 2 years, met through a dating app, hit it off immediately, moved in together after 8 months. Everything seemed normal at first. The Instagram thing happened on a Friday evening in late October. I'd just gotten home from work around 6 p.m., grabbed a beer from the fridge, sat down on the couch. Andrew was on his phone like always, scrolling and tapping with that focused look he got when he was curating his feed. Hey babe, can you look at something? He said without looking up. Sure, what's up? He turned his phone toward me. Instagram profile. His Instagram profile. I scrolled through it. Lots of photos. Him at brunch spots, coffee shops, hiking trails, beaches. Him in carefully styled outfits. Him with his friends. 0 photos of me. Notice anything? He asked. You deleted all the pictures of us. Yeah, they didn't fit my aesthetic. I looked at him. He said it so casually, like he'd just told me he changed his shampoo. My aesthetic? Yeah, I'm trying to build a certain vibe, you know? Clean, cohesive, aspirational, and the photos with you were kind of off-brand. Off-brand. Don't take it personally. It's just about the overall look of my page. How was I supposed not to take that personally? He erased me from his entire online presence because I didn't match his color scheme. He sighed. You're being dramatic. It's not that deep. It's just Instagram. It's not just Instagram. It's you telling me I'm not good enough to be associated with publicly. That's not what I'm saying. Then what are you saying? I'm saying I'm trying to grow my following, and I need to be strategic about my content. That's it. I sat there holding my beer, processing. We'd been together 2 years, lived together for over a year, shared a life, and he'd decided I didn't fit the image he wanted to project. Perfect, I said. Perfect what? Nothing, just perfect. He went back to his phone. I went to the bedroom and opened my laptop. Here's the thing about Andrew's aesthetic. It was expensive. The brunch spots he posted from, $30 a plate. The coffee shops, $7 lattes. The outfits, designer or designer adjacent. The hiking trips, weekend getaways that cost hundreds. And who paid for most of it? Me. When we moved in together, we'd set up a shared account for household expenses. Rent, utilities, groceries. We were supposed to contribute equally. He put in maybe $400 a month. I put in everything else because he was building his brand and needed to invest in content creation. I also gave him access to one of my personal credit cards for emergencies. That card got used at least twice a week. Starbucks, Sephora, Zara, Whole Foods, never emergencies, always aesthetic. I logged into my bank account, removed him as an authorized user on the credit card, changed the password on the shared account, transferred half the balance to my personal account, the half I'd contributed, left his half alone, then went back to the living room. Hey, just so you know, I made some changes to our financial setup. He looked up. What kind of changes? Removed your access to my credit card. Split the shared account. You've got your contributions. I've got mine. What? Why? Because you don't fit my financial aesthetic. That's not funny. I'm not joking. You deleted me from your aesthetic. I'm deleting you from mine. Fair trade. That's completely different. How? Because that's money. That's real. And Instagram isn't real. 5 minutes ago, you told me it was important enough to erase me from your life. I didn't erase you from my life, he said, just from the part that other people see, which apparently mattered more. He stared at me. I could see his brain working, trying to find an angle that made him right and me wrong. This is ridiculous. You're being petty. Maybe, but I'm done funding someone who's embarrassed to acknowledge I exist. I grabbed my keys and left. I went to my buddy Marcus's place and told him everything. He laughed for about 5 minutes straight. Delilah, he said, wiping his eyes. That's cold. He had it coming. Oh, absolutely. I'm just impressed you actually did it. I stayed at Marcus's for a couple of hours. Got home around 10 p.m. Andrew was in the bedroom with the door closed. Fine with me. I slept on the couch. Update 1. Saturday morning, I woke up to silence. Andrew's door was still closed. I made coffee, checked my phone. No messages. Figured he was giving me the silent treatment. Also fine with me. Around noon, I went to the gym. Got back at 2 p.m. Andrew was gone. Left a note on the counter. Going shopping with Liam. We need to talk when I get home. I texted Marcus. Me. He's out shopping. Marcus. With what card? Me. That's what I'm wondering. I found out at 4:37 p.m. That's when my phone rang. Andrew. I let it ring twice before answering. Hello? What did you do? He demanded. You're going to have to be more specific. My card declined. I'm standing in the middle of Nordstrom with Liam and my card declined. Which card? Your card, the one you gave me. Oh, that card. Yeah, I canceled your access. Told you that last night. I thought you were joking. Why would I joke about that? Because normal people don't just cut off their girlfriend's access to money. Normal boyfriends don't delete their girlfriend from Instagram because she doesn't match their aesthetic. Silence. I could hear store noise in the background. Someone's phone ringing. Liam saying something I couldn't make out. This is insane, Andrew finally said. How am I supposed to pay for anything? With your own money, I said. You know, the money you earn from your job. I don't have enough. Then I guess you can't afford it. I'm being consistent. You set the tone last night. I'm just following your lead. That's not the same thing, is it? You removed me from your public life because I wasn't valuable enough to your image. I removed you from my financial life because you're not valuable enough to my budget. Seems pretty equivalent. I hate you right now. That's fine. Use your own money to feel better about it. He hung up. I sat there feeling a weird mix of satisfaction and something else. Not guilt exactly, more like the recognition that I'd just nuked a relationship beyond repair. But honestly, it already felt dead. My phone buzzed. Text from Andrew. I'm coming home. We're talking about this. Me. Okay. He got home at 6 p.m., slammed the door, dropped his bags. He'd bought something anyway, probably with Liam's card or whatever cash he had. He stood in the living room with his arms crossed. This is ridiculous. You said that already. Because it is. You can't just cut me off financially because you're mad about Instagram. Watch me. We live together. We share expenses. We did share expenses. Now we each handle our own. Your half of rent is due on the 1st. Venmo me. I don't have that much in my account right now. That sounds like a planning problem. Oh my God, you're really doing this. Yeah, I am. He sat down on the couch and put his face in his hands. For a second, I thought he was crying. Then he looked up, and I realized he was just angry. Fine. You want to play this game? I'll play. But you need to understand something. I have options. I have women who would happily pay for everything I want and treat me better than this. Then date them. Maybe I will. Cool. Let me know when you move out so I can get your name off the lease. He stood up. You're seriously breaking up with me over this? You broke up with me last night. You just didn't realize it yet. I didn't break up with you. You erased me from your life in every way that mattered to you. What do you call that? He didn't have an answer. Just stared at me with this look that was half shock, half rage. I need to think, he said. Take your time. He went to the bedroom and slammed the door. Update 2. Sunday was tense. We didn't talk. He stayed in the bedroom most of the day. I meal prepped, watched football, acted like everything was normal, because for me, it kind of was. I'd made my decision. The rest was just logistics. Monday morning, I went to work. Got home around 6 p.m. Andrew was on the couch, phone in hand, but not scrolling. Just staring at the screen. We need to talk, he said. Okay. I think you're overreacting, but I understand why you're upset. Generous of you. I'm trying to apologize here. Are you? Because I haven't heard the words, I'm sorry yet. He exhaled sharply. Fine, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have deleted the photos without talking to you first. And I'm sorry I said you didn't fit my aesthetic. That was hurtful. Okay. So can we move past this? Can you add me back to the credit card? No. What? I just apologized. And I appreciate that. But the credit card thing wasn't punishment. It was a correction. You were using my money to fund a lifestyle I wasn't part of. That doesn't make sense anymore. So what? We're just completely separate now financially? Yeah, we split rent and utilities. Everything else is individual. That's not how relationships work. It's how ours works now. He put his phone down. You've changed. You're being cruel. I'm being honest. There's a difference. I don't even know who you are right now. I'm the woman who doesn't fit your aesthetic, remember? He stood up and went back to the bedroom. Tuesday evening, something shifted. I got home and Andrew was dressed up. Full makeup, nice outfit, heels. He never wore heels at home. Where are you going? I asked. Out. With who? Does it matter? I guess not. He grabbed his purse and left. Came back around midnight. I was still up, reading on the couch. Fun night? I asked. Yeah, actually. Good. He kicked off his heels. You're not going to ask where I was? Do you want me to? Most girlfriends would. I'm not sure I'm your girlfriend anymore. He laughed, actually laughed. You're not sure? Are you? He sat down across from me. I went out with Claire. Okay. Claire from my gym, the one with the Tesla. Cool. She paid for everything. Dinner at that Italian place downtown. Drinks after. Didn't even look at the bill. Just handed over her card. Sounds nice. She also said I'm the most beautiful guy she's ever seen. Said she'd love to take me to Napa next weekend. You should go. He stared at me. You don't even care. You want me to care? Yes. You're supposed to be jealous. You're supposed to fight for me. Why? You spent the last 3 days making it clear I'm not what you want. I was mad, and now you're dating Tesla girl. Seems like you figured it out. I'm not dating her. I just went to dinner. Andrew, you can do whatever you want. Date her. Don't date her. But I'm done being your backup plan while you figure out if you can upgrade. That's not what this is. Then what is it? He didn't answer. Just sat there looking at me like he was waiting for me to break, to get angry, to care enough to fight. I didn't break. Update 3. Wednesday, I got home from work and half of Andrew's stuff was gone. Closet half empty, bathroom counter cleared, some furniture missing from the living room, the things he'd brought when we moved in. I texted him. Me. Moving out? Andrew. Staying with Liam for a while. Need space to think. Me. Okay. Let me know about the lease. Andrew. That's it? Just okay? Me. What else do you want me to say? He didn't respond. Thursday evening, Marcus came over with pizza. So, he said, he's gone. Half gone. You okay? Yeah, actually, I feel lighter. That's good. You deserve better than someone who's embarrassed of you. The crazy part is, I don't think he even realized how messed up that was. He genuinely thought deleting my photos was normal, like I was supposed to be okay with being erased. Some people live so much of their life online they forget what's real. Yeah. Friday night, my phone buzzed around 9 p.m. Text from a number I didn't recognize. Unknown. Hey, Delilah, this is Claire, Andrew's friend. Can we talk? That was interesting. Me. Who gave you my number? Claire. Andrew did. Look, I didn't know you two were still together. He told me you broke up 2 weeks ago. Me. We didn't. Claire. Yeah, I'm figuring that out. He's been posting stories with me all week, tagging me and stuff. Me. Your boyfriend knows about this? Claire. Yeah. And he's not thrilled. Long distance, but still. Now he thinks I'm cheating, and Andrew's blowing up my phone, asking why I'm backing off. I started laughing. I couldn't help it. Me. Sorry. That's rough. Claire. He's using me for content, isn't he? Me. Probably. Claire. Damn. Well, just wanted to give you a heads up. He's been saying you're controlling and financially abusive. Me. He said that? Claire. To anyone who'll listen. Thought you should know. I screenshot the conversation and sent it to Andrew. Me. Interesting chat with Claire. He called immediately. You talked to Claire? She talked to me. She told you? She told me you said we broke up 2 weeks ago. She also said you're telling people I'm financially abusive. You cut off my credit card. My credit card that you were using for brunch and shopping. That's abuse. No, that's boundaries. You're twisting everything. Am I? Because from where I'm standing, you deleted me from Instagram, went out with someone who has a boyfriend, used her for content, and now you're playing victim because I won't fund your lifestyle anymore. Silence. I want my key back, I said. What? Your key to the apartment. Drop it off this weekend. Take the rest of your stuff. We're done. You can't just kick me out. I'm not. You left. I'm just making it official. You're not on the lease anymore anyway. I called the landlord. He's drawing up new paperwork. When did you do that? Today. You said you needed space. I'm giving it to you permanently. He started crying. Real crying this time. I didn't mean for it to be like this. Yeah, well, here we are. I do care about you, he said, voice shaking. I got caught up in the Instagram thing, in building this image. I lost track of what mattered. Yeah, I said, you did. Can we fix this? No. Why not? Because you showed me who you are. When you deleted those photos. When you said I didn't fit your aesthetic. When you went out with Claire. You showed me that I'm not what you want. I'm just what's convenient until something better comes along. That's not true, Delilah. You literally tried to trade up. It just didn't work out the way you planned. He cried harder. I'm sorry, he said quietly. I know, but sorry doesn't fix this. He hung up. Update 4. Saturday afternoon, Andrew showed up with Liam. They loaded the rest of his stuff into a U-Haul. It took about 2 hours. I stayed in the bedroom. Didn't help. Didn't say goodbye. He left the key on the kitchen counter with a note. I really am sorry. I hope you find someone who deserves you. I threw the note away. Sunday, I deep cleaned the apartment. Got rid of anything that reminded me of him. It was surprisingly easy. Most of our relationship had been his stuff, his plans, his aesthetic. Without him, the place actually felt like mine. Monday morning, I got a text from Marcus. Dude, have you seen Andrew's Instagram? I hadn't. Didn't plan to. But curiosity got me. I opened Instagram and searched his name. His latest post was from an hour ago. A long caption about learning to value yourself and cutting off people who don't support your growth. The photos were all from his weekend with Liam. No mention of Claire. No mention of me. Just vague, inspirational nonsense. The comments were full of people saying, "You deserve better," and "So proud of you for standing up for yourself." I laughed. He'd rewritten the whole narrative, made himself the victim of my controlling behavior and financial abuse. Turned the breakup into content. I didn't comment, didn't respond. I blocked him and moved on. Update 5. 2 weeks later, I was at a coffee shop when I ran into Liam. He saw me, hesitated, then walked over. "Hey," he said. "Hey, how are you?" "Good, actually. You?" "Good." "Listen," he said, lowering his voice. "I just wanted to say, I know what really happened with you and Andrew." "Okay." He told me his version, but Claire's boyfriend reached out to me. Told me everything. About how Andrew lied, used her for posts, all of it. "That's between them." "I know, but I also know what he said about you. The financial abuse stuff." He shook his head. "That's not true. You paid for everything. I watched you do it for 2 years. He was using you." "Thanks for saying that." "He's staying with me right now, and honestly, it's exhausting. He's always on his phone, always posting, always talking about his brand." Sounds familiar. I told him he needs to get a real job and stop relying on people to fund his lifestyle. How'd that go? He said I was unsupportive and started looking for a new place. That tracks. Liam smiled. You dodged a bullet. Yeah, I said, I did. He left. I finished my coffee and went home feeling lighter than I had in months. Vinyl update. It's been 2 months now. Life's good. Really good. I picked up hobbies I dropped when I was with Andrew. Started playing guitar again. Joined a recreational basketball league. I actually have money in my savings account for the first time in a year. I heard through Marcus that Andrew's living with some new woman now. Someone he met on Instagram who's big into crypto or something. Good for him. Hope it works out better than Claire did. I don't check his profile anymore. Don't think about him much at all. Honestly, the whole thing feels like a weird dream. 2 years of funding someone else's highlight reel while being cropped out of the frame. The funniest part? About 3 weeks after we broke up, he sent me a Venmo request. $2,400. His half of the last 3 months of rent and utilities that he never actually paid. I declined it with a note. Doesn't fit my financial aesthetic. He blocked me after that. I still have one photo of us. Just one. It's on my phone, buried in an old folder. We're at a hiking trail, both smiling, looking genuinely happy. I keep it not because I miss him, but because I want to remember what I looked like when I was settling for someone who saw me as a supporting character in his story. I'm the main character in my own life now, and I don't need to fit anyone's aesthetic but my own.